It's been 21 years since Ken Jennings lost his streak on Jeopardy! The GOAT won 74 games and lost to Nancy Zerg on his 75th game on November 30, 2004. But what happened to Zerg after that shocking, historic win? Zerg, from Venture, California, won $14,401 after a final Jeopardy question tripped Jennings up in December 2004. Jennings had $14,400 while Zerg had $10,000. In business and industry, the clue was most of this firm's 70,000 seasonal white-collar employees work for 4 months of the year. With just Jennings and Zerg in the final, the champion had a greater chance of winning than against 2 opponents. The other contestant was in the negatives, so they didn't compete in Final Jeopardy! The correct response was, what is H&R Block? Zerg had the correct response and wagered $4,401, giving her $1 over Jennings. The champion's final response was, what is FedEx? He wagered $5,601, giving him a final total of $8,799. The crowd gasped, Zerg put her hands over her face, and Jennings slapped the desk. However, he graciously shook Zerg's hand, hugged her, and said, way to go. However, one game later, Zerg lost before her run even began, making her final total $15,401. So, where is the giant killer now? Read on to find out. In 2019, she reflected on her win to the New York Post. I was completely unprepared for that event happening. I never thought beyond just trying to stay in the game. Then once Ken lost, I was completely unprepared for the tumult, the attitude of the other players. When you're in the contestant pool, they keep you all together, and I wasn't prepared for the way the energy completely changed. It went from all these people going, oh God, I have to play Ken Jennings, to he's gone. He's gone. Now I can win. And it was chaos, just people having a party. It was really bizarre, she told the outlet. By that time, the game show contestant moved to Linwood, Washington, and was no longer in real estate, according to her Facebook page. Jennings currently resides in Seattle and flies back and forth from there to California to film Jeopardy, which is close to Linwood. It is not clear if they ever bump into each other. After leaving real estate, Zerg worked as a waitress at Wood Ranch in Southern California from 2009 to 2014. Zerg also told the New York Post that no one sat with Jennings during lunch after his loss and that her head wasn't in the game when she returned for her second game. She revealed that she still watched Jeopardy! Jeopardy! Fans are nuts for Jeopardy! We're lifelong fans, Zerg told the outlet. Jennings said that no one would look him in the eye that day except for Zerg. She shook his hand and said she was excited to play. My biggest worry was that I would humiliate myself on camera. I wouldn't be able to remember anything. But he beat me to the buzzer on every question, she told the podcast. Zerg knew that she had to stay within reach of Jennings during Double Jeopardy because she was usually good at Final Jeopardy! The entire room gasped and gave a standing ovation, she said. Zerg will forever be known as the giant killer who took down Ken Jennings. For fans of Jeopardy, the name Ken Jennings is synonymous with dominance. Jennings, with his record-setting 74-game winning streak in 2004, became a household name, admired for his encyclopedic knowledge and quick reflexes. Yet, amid his seemingly unstoppable streak, there was a moment that stunned the Jeopardy! World, a contestant who managed to defeat him, even if just for a single game. That woman was Nancy Zerg. Nancy Zerg's appearance on Jeopardy! May not have made her a long-term record-breaker like Jennings, but her victory is still remembered as a noteworthy moment in game show history. For viewers and trivia enthusiasts, it stands as a reminder that even the most formidable competitors can be bested under the right circumstances. So, who is Nancy Zerg, and what happened to her after that fateful day in front of the iconic game show podium? Nancy Zerg was not a professional game show contestant in the way that Ken Jennings or Brad Rutter later became known. She was an intelligent, everyday woman with a passion for knowledge and a competitive spirit. Little is widely documented about her early life or what initially led her to audition for Jeopardy! But like many contestants, her journey likely involved rigorous testing, practice games, and a persistent love of trivia. To get on Jeopardy! Is no small feat. Potential contestants must pass a qualifying test that evaluates knowledge across a wide spectrum of categories, from history and science to pop culture and literature. Her match against Ken Jennings, which took place during his early streak, was not part of the original record-breaking run but occurred in a later stage, where Jennings was already the figure everyone wanted to beat. The stakes were high, the audience excited, and the tension palpable. Contestants on Jeopardy! Face the pressure of both timing and accuracy. Unlike casual trivia, Jeopardy! Requires quick thinking under pressure. For Nancy Zerg, this pressure was amplified by the presence of a competitor many considered unbeatable. Yet, despite the odds, Zerg managed to secure a win. The game itself was intense. Zerg's knowledge base was broad, allowing her to navigate categories with confidence. Her strategy in wagering and selecting clues proved effective, and her buzzer timing was precise. It was a textbook display of smart gameplay. While the specifics of each clue she answered correctly are not all documented, what stands out is her ability to maintain composure while facing one of Jeopardy's most intimidating players. By the end of the game, Nancy Zerg had defeated Ken Jennings, marking a rare but memorable blip in his otherwise unstoppable run. But what happened to Nancy Zerg after her moment in the Jeopardy spotlight? Unlike Jennings, Zerg did not pursue a long-term career in game shows or competitive trivia. Many past contestants, after their brief stints on the show, returned to their regular lives, cherishing the experience as a once-in-a-lifetime adventure rather than a career move. For Zerg, winning against a contestant of Jennings' caliber was likely a thrilling personal achievement, even if it didn't translate into fame or further media attention. Following her appearance, Zerg faded from the public eye, a fate common to many one-time contestants. She did not become a recurring name in Jeopardy! Tournaments or in later celebrity editions. There are no widely available records of her professional life post-Jeopardy! Or of her personal life in the years that followed. Some fans of the show have speculated about her current whereabouts, but concrete information remains scarce. What is clear, however, is that her victory remains part of Jeopardy! Lore. For dedicated fans of the show, Zerg represents the excitement and unpredictability that makes Jeopardy! Compelling. No matter how dominant a player might be, every game is still a chance for an upset. In interviews and retrospectives, Ken Jennings himself has spoken about the nature of competition on Jeopardy! And the inevitability of losses. Even the most successful contestants are vulnerable, and every contestant deserves recognition for the challenge they present. Defeating Jennings, even once, requires not only knowledge but also nerve and timing. In that sense, Nancy Zerg's victory serves as a testament to the fact that the human element, confidence, strategy, and presence of mind, can never be underestimated in the game of trivia. Fans who witnessed Zerg's win often recount it as a highlight in Jeopardy! History. Online forums, fan pages, and social media occasionally celebrate the moment, especially when discussing instances where major streaks were interrupted. While Ken Jennings' 74-game run remains iconic, Zerg's victory provides a reminder that behind every legendary streak are competitors who dared to challenge it. It's also worth noting the broader impact of such victories on the Jeopardy! Culture. Each unexpected win contributes to the show's enduring appeal, demonstrating that Jeopardy! Is more than a test of memory, it's a contest of skill, nerve, and quick thinking. For future contestants, Nancy Zerg's success serves as inspiration. It proves that with preparation and composure, even the most daunting opponents can be overcome. As for Nancy Zerg herself, while she did not seek the limelight following her Jeopardy! Victory, her place in the game show's history is secure. She remains a celebrated figure among fans who appreciate not just the champions, but also the challengers who made those wins possible. In the grand tapestry of Jeopardy! History, Zerg's name is a reminder that sometimes, the underdog can triumph, leaving a lasting impression that outlives a single episode. In the years since, Jeopardy! Has continued to evolve, with new hosts, new champions, and new records. Yet, the story of Nancy Zerg defeating Ken Jennings remains timeless. It's a testament to the unpredictability of the game and the power of human intellect. For trivia lovers and game show enthusiasts alike, her victory is more than a footnote, it's proof that in the world of Jeopardy! Anything is possible. Though Nancy Zerg did not continue as a public figure or television personality, her brief, shining moment against one of the greatest Jeopardy! Contestants of all time endures. She reminds us that even in the shadow of a legend, courage, preparation, and knowledge can lead to unforgettable triumphs. In the end, while Ken Jennings' legacy is monumental, Nancy Zerg's win is a story of hope, possibility, and the enduring thrill of competition.